to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me keep on running toes. They gonna take
this is what we got to tell.
I've been doing this.
Filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Look up, Marlon. They choose.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. I am your co-host, Davey Dollars, also the host of Dave's Doghouse. I got Mr. Yadunson and Mr. CTC himself on the show today. How you doing today, fellas?
Man, I'm doing good. Hopefully, one of my teams that I swapped out actually does make it to the Final Four. Should never listen. Should have won with my instinct. But I'm doing good. What's up, Carl?
I'm doing good, man. Round of 64 win. The guy to my left can't say that, but hey, I can.
The gate. Out the gate.
Taking shots early.
Out the gate.
Shout out I got it. Go ahead.
Shout out to Tay with the 199 super chat out the gate, man. It's Friday. You got paid. See, donations, gifts, as Joe would say. Magic, we up, baby. Hashtag Magic Show. Hashtag R2L. Who was you about to say, Carl?
Hey, I was just going to say, it's war with me and you when it comes to Maryland, Michigan State. So I'm
already content that we have beef in every chat except for NBA and NFL. That's it. I'm content.
It's really not your fault, but hey.
Yeah, it comes with the territory. That's what the shell is for.
Well, you used it a lot.
Hey.
You getting beat on all year. That was 11th in the Big Ten. No, y'all was 12th in the Big Ten.
Hey. Lady Terps. It's Women's History Month. Let's go, Lady Terps. That's all I got to say.
Let's go, Lady Spartans. It's crazy.
Look,
the men play North Carolina tomorrow. The ladies play North Carolina today at 12.
Dang, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's a heck of a coincidence. But like Carl said, yesterday was the round of 64, 16 games yesterday. It was some crazy upsets that happened. So we will talk about the round of 64 today. Of course, we got to have the college specialist himself here. Got to talk about the Mavericks and Pacers. Which one of them is going to make the playoffs? Are the Nuggets the best team in the West? And a question that seems like this team has controversy almost every single year. Will Brandon Ayuk be a 49er week one? So we will discuss that. All I know is I'm excited about today. It's Friday. My lady's coming down, so we about to have a nice little weekend. Mm-hmm. I can't wait to talk about these topics. And please make sure that you like, share, subscribe. We are live right now on 3 platforms. We on X, YouTube, and Facebook. And there's a little section in the comment section and on YouTube has like a little $, right? It would help out if you give us like a little donation or a gift.
Donations.
I seen Tay did
Gifts.
Tay did it.
Look at Tay. Look at Tay trying to hold me accountable, man. Yeah, I know. Don't worry, it'll be back.
It's also National Athletic Trainer Month. Just saying.
Yeah, but
shout out to the trainers too, man.
Yeah,
athletic trainers.
Appreciate.
A lot of athletic trainers get upset over that.
No, you're right. You're right, because it is a lot of fake trainers at Planet Fitness. You correct. So shout out to the athletic trainers.
That's facts. That's facts. So, yeah, before we get started today, y'all know what we do. It's Friday, so it's time to have some fun. So let's turn up.
Oh, wrong one. I'm sorry.
Turn me up, up. Other than that, enjoy the show. Tomo, the floor is yours.
Man, as you said, you know what happened yesterday. A lot of people, jobs set up watch parties. If you work in the office, if you don't work in the office, I know you had the iPad or you had the TV up, split screen in it, watching all the games go down. You filled out a bracket. You thought you was gonna have the perfect bracket. Some people use AI to fill out their bracket. That's why they probably still had a perfect one. Some people tuned into CTC and filled out a bracket, and then they joined the actual CTC's ESPN bracket. And a lot of people had smoketh. They said they had the best bracket out there because the smoketh if cometh. And I seen a lot of crying going on in the college chat. Some man, they let me down. And they start swinging. So we can't keep doing this. And that was because of Kentucky looking like the Dallas Cowboys. I'm gonna take the shot because it was going around. So Carl, brackets are busted, but there's still time. What was your biggest takeaway from the first day of round 64?
Go ahead, Dave.
And look, we got two back to back. We got one from Tay and one from Cardo. So Tay, donations. 100 praying hands in the eyes. We appreciate you, my guy. Even though you said payday next week, it looks like you got payday a little early. So I don't know. And then Big O, of course, said another 199 super chat. Shout out to R2L. Hey Carl, y'all going? It said, hey Carl, y'all going down tomorrow.
You're done, son.
You only got a team.
Do the Bulls play the Pistons or something?
We 2-1 against them.
Yep. I don't think Carl wanted to bring that up. Go ahead, Carl. Finish.
All right. I need you to ask the question again. Carlo donation kind of got me off track.
Basically, man, we got, like we said, we got CTC Carl on here. You've been talking about it for weeks, months coming up. What was your biggest takeaway from the first day of round 64?
All right. So takeaway. My biggest takeaway is don't trust Coach Kyle in the tournament. Pretty much plain and simple. Of recent anyway. Since the COVID year, he's missed the tournament in 2021, 2021 he lost to St. Peter's. No, I got backtrack. 2019, 2020, COVID. 2020, I believe he missed the tournament. 2021, 21. And then 21, 22, he lost to St. Peter's. 22, 23, he won the first round. I can't remember who they beat, but then loses to Kansas State, which Kansas State made that run to the Elite Eight with Marquise Noel and Keontae Johnson. Then this year, after that, so there's one win in really two tournament runs because he didn't make it one year. This is third tournament run since COVID. Lost first round to Oakland. So he lost to St. Peter's, who I believe was a 15 at the time, and now Oakland, who's a 14 this year. They were
15, St. Peter's.
So, man, you just can't trust Coach Kyle in March. Great recruiter. He recruits the top of the top, the cream of the cream, the cream of the crop. But when it comes to coaching in the tournament, he just gets out coached. Shout out Jack Golke. Had an absolutely terrific performance. Hit 10 threes. I think he's one of 5 NCAA players that do so. But man, you got all this talent. You got all these bigs. You had the size on Oakland by far. And you just could not coach your way to a W, which is insane to me. Another takeaway I had is Dana Altman, like I've been saying all year, is one of the best coaches in college basketball. The way he has the Oregon team prepared night in and night out, the way he coaches their defenses, switches it up, he switches it up, goes with the little 1-2-2 token press. He goes with switching between man and zones, and the way he uses Farley Dante. And shout out Jermaine Cousineau. I said it in the chat yesterday. Like even he himself said yesterday was not a revenge game because he didn't leave on bad terms. Frank Martin got fired, and he decided to transfer because Frank Martin got fired. That's all it was. Now, I was sad when Frank Martin got fired. Don't get me wrong, because we lost so many guys. We lost Devin Carter, who was Big East Player of the Year. We lost Cousineau, who just gave us 40 in the tournament. We lost Eric Stevenson, who went to West Virginia, and they went to the tournament. So we lost a couple guys that I really like, but Lamont Paris came and turned it around. So it is what it is there. Another takeaway: don't bet against Izzo in the first round with a lower seed. Absolutely domination of Mississippi State last night. Yesterday afternoon, not last night, but dominated Mississippi State. Tolu Smith was he? Did he play yesterday? I didn't really see him on the floor. Like he didn't really do much. MSU did a great job. Had a great game plan for Tolu Smith. Josh Hubbard gave you Josh Hubbard buckets. He's going to give you buckets. It's going to be hard to contain him. So we did a really good job. He hit a couple big shots to keep them in the game, but overall, Jaden had a phenomenal game. That y'all see that block by Jaden? Oh my god! And then he dunked on the dunk he had when he dunked on, bro.
Dunk was crazy. Yeah. The dunk was crazy.
Tyson Walker, man, I love Tyson.
I told you about Tyson. I said Tyson Walker a bucket, man.
You ain't tell me nothing about Tyson. I know about Tyson. I love Tyson, man. This is why I want Tyson to be aggressive. Just great win by MSU. Another takeaway is Duquesne defense. It travels no matter what conference you play for. Now we had a little scare late in the game, but early on, Duquesne defense was able to rattle BYU. It's a lot to take away from yesterday, and we got a lot more. We got a lot more to watch, but those are a couple things I had to take away from this round of 64. And one more thing, because I know Tomo's gonna kill me if I don't. Got to talk about Gonzaga. I fell for the McNeese hype. Gonzaga, man. I know I keep saying they're one of the weaker Gonzaga teams, but they are hot. They are hot. I have to give them their credit. They are hot. The way they ended the WCC season, the way they almost won the WCC tournament, they are hot. NC State is also hot as well. That's another thing. I had to talk about them too. NC State is really for real. They are hot right now. DJ Burns, as I knew, is definitely a force down low. Texas Tech had no answer for DJ Burns. The only answer they had was to try to get him in foul trouble, which happened. But whenever he was on the floor, it was nothing they could do with him. And DJ Horn is definitely for real. So, all right, now I passed the mic.
Bro, DJ Burns is a refrigerator. That's all I'm going to say.
Facts. Bro, that's why I'm so upset that I fell asleep yesterday before I could change my picks in the tournament. I swear, because I would be 14-2 right now, but it's all good. I'm 12-4. I'm good. I'm good with that. That's still a winning record. Did you hear about the Carl? Did you hear about the BYU story? About why they... I
don't know if that's true or not, to be honest, but I did hear that there's a slight possibility they accepted a lower seed so they don't have to play on Sunday. I don't know if that's true. Yeah.
Sound like they just like Chick-fil-A, you know? No.
Well, I mean, they Mormon, bruh. That's a Mormon school. You know, that's the not edging. What's the drink called? Soaking. That's where soaking came from.
Wow. Well, BYU, just like Chick-fil-A, never open on Sundays, and they lost. So they wouldn't be on a Sunday, but
hey, Cardo, LSU about to lose this year, though, bro. They run into South Carolina, it's over with. They know what last year.
They I don't have them beating South Carolina at all. They're gonna get cooked.
Yeah,
by South Carolina.
It's perfect.
They're gonna get killed by South Carolina if they play them because they got cooked last time. So I don't see LSU winning that. But my takeaway was Oregon played really well yesterday. Like I think like Carl said, that wasn't really an upset, even though South Carolina was a higher seed, but Oregon is definitely very well coached. MSU, Izzo, like you said, you can't bet against them. And then Kansas pulled off the late dub yesterday. Thanks, me and Carl got that dub. We was up late watching that with Joe and Teddy, and man, Samson, they tried to say that, you know, it was because of a phantom call, but like Carl said, they got a call early in the game and they weren't crying about that, so we don't want to hear nothing about that.
Man, went to the basket so OC, nobody touched him and got a foul. He missed both free throws.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't lie.
Exactly. So, my takeaway is, Duke, don't lose today. That's the biggest day for me. I done seen all these upsets happen. Don't lose today. And Kentucky, oh my, Coach Calipari, man.
I know who's going to be on the show Wednesday.
Yep, you know it. You know
My guy.
exactly. You know exactly. You can go ahead and play the sound, Tomo. You know exactly what
My
he's
guy,
going on Wednesday.
you are in the doghouse.
My guy, you in the doghouse. You will be featured. That's something that everybody's gonna know. I'm definitely gonna talk about Coach Calipari because it's ridiculous how many times you can't make it past the first or second round in the NCAA tournament. We have all these high recruits. Like you got the players, so it can't be the players. It's the coaching. So got to get better.
Man had, I'm sorry, Man had De'Aaron Fox, Malik Monk, Bam Adebayo,
Yeah, Tyler
Isaiah
Hero.
Briscoe.
Yeah, Tyler Hero on 1.2.
No, this is all on one team. This
Oh
is
my
one season.
gosh.
Oh, that's kind of like the John Wall, Eric Bledsoe,
Yeah, this is
DeMarcus
one
Cousins,
season,
DeMarcus Cousins.
This
like
is
that
one
thing.
season. Wayne
Patrick
Gabriel,
Robinson too.
bro, his whole starting five went to the NBA at this season I'm talking about, and he lost in the Elite Eight to North Carolina.
Wow.
Yeah,
I don't know how he didn't win a national tournament with those guys. National championship.
Coaching, man. Coaching.
he
But
says enough just to get him in the door.
there you go. There you go. But dude, that's really all my takeaway from this week. And it was just some crazy upsets. Like Kentucky, I wasn't expecting Kentucky, even though I mean it's Coach Calipari, but I think that's the only thing. And the NC State is hot. They are hot, man. I'm not sure. They may make a run. I don't know. They may make a run. It's very possible.
They play Oakland Saturday.
That's possible. I'm picking NC State right now. I'm telling you right now.
I'll go with NC State for now. Because unless Oakland, bro, get hot again and shoot 10 threes or maybe make 12 threes again, and they just turn up off of that. But 10 threes? I can see Calipari probably was like, you know what, guys, we might have to just go ahead and pack this one on up. So that was a shocker. I mean,
he shot 20. he shot up 20. He didn't even attempt a two.
He said,
I seen his stats.
I'm going to get drafted.
They said he only attempted 8 twos all year.
He's not playing. Hey, remember we had that debate about who had the greatest influence on the NBA on basketball, and I was like, man, it was Iverson. Hey, man, it's a 50-50 split because that right there says Steph done changed the game. He only attempted 2 twos.
Still,
he don't even know what the mid-range looked like.
The crazy thing is not the best performance of yesterday.
Nah.
Kusanai at 40.
That's what I was about to get to. Yesterday was crazy. Yesterday, it was really March Madness. It was literally that. You can go ahead, cue the future up. We can't play it because, copyright infringements, but go ahead, cue it up. It was definitely March Madness. Kentucky losing, one of the big takeaway was more so how they lost and the way in which Oakland played. Watching NC State and seeing that, that team, man. I seen them kids. You know how you play basketball with your kids on the little court and you got like 5-year-olds all around you. That's what bro looked like. He's like, come on, bro, give me the ball. Just give me the ball. Every time he posts up, he's like, give me the ball. Like, why are y'all shooting? Give me the ball. Easy money. What they play? Texas Tech, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Texas Tech. All I can say is, man, next time, hopefully, y'all better hope he go to the NBA because y'all got to see him again. It's going to get ugly. Oakland, be prepared because it's a fight for your life. So at the end of the day, you never know what can happen. But if he get the ball in the paint and he turn up like that again, it's going to look like Shaq in his prime. South Carolina, let me down. I changed my bracket because, everyone was like, Tom, you got Gonzaga going to the Final Four, man. You can't be doing this, man. You can't trust Gonzaga. I said, all right, I'm going to go with a team that I should trust. And then I look up and see Oregon drop 40 on them boys, and then they lost. Bracket busted. My whole little Final Four because I had them going to the Final Four. I had to switch it up. So that was mean. But also another thing, though, speaking of Gonzaga, and I'm glad you caught yourself, Carl, because I was just going to say it. I don't know why you thought that Southern home cooking was going to work. Gonzaga showed up, and they deep fried them boys. They got ugly out there. Go Zags. You did.
Oh, I got one more takeaway when you're done, Tomo.
Oh, no, that's all I got to say. My biggest takeaway is that I switched my pick from Gonzaga to South Carolina. South Carolina loses, and Gonzaga moves on to the next round.
Don't you got Gonzaga still making a run, though?
Not really. I think I got them losing the next game. I got to look at my bracket again. But just know.
That was Joe, wasn't it?
No, Joe had Drake on a run.
Drake?
Drake should have won last night too. By the way,
They should have.
I don't know what happened after they went up 8. Could not score. They couldn't make a free throw to save their life all game. But Nevada is the biggest disappointment of the tournament. How are you up 17 with 7 minutes left and lose that game to Dayton? Dayton is not even a high-powered offensive team. Up 17, you should bring that home. I don't know how like I said in the chat, it just seemed like they did everything in their power to lose. They started leaving open shooters. They started taking bad shots. Jared Lucas gives them a 2-point lead, and they go away from Jared Lucas. Jared Lucas is their best scorer. Why are you going away from your best scorer in the clutch? He's your closer. I didn't watch Jared Lucas get the game tied up against them with Isaiah Stevens, I think, hit a 3, and he had a half-court shot to win it. I didn't watch Jared Lucas hit some crazy stuff to win games. And you go away from that? Nick Davison Jason Williams going between his legs at the elbow. Bro, Jared Lucas is right there. Get a dribble handoff to him. Get out the way. So I was very disappointed in Nevada losing to Dayton, blowing a 17-point lead.
We got some college news, Carl.
What's up?
Former UAB head coach Rob. I just had it up. Rob Eason is finalizing an agreement to be the next coach at UIC.
Why?
And Florida State big man Deontay Green is entering the transfer portal.
Okay. Good luck at UIC, man. UIC is a tough spot to coach, let alone win at. So good luck.
He probably heard what Jerry Stackhouse had to say. So he like, if I get fired, I'm gonna just go ahead and bang that line. I'm trying to be up to par with the other coaches in my conference. A built-in excuse.
UIC is tough, man. I don't even remember a year where UIC was even like top in the. Well, now I think they're in the Missouri Valley now. No. Yeah, because they used to be in the Horizon. Yeah, I think they're in the Missouri Valley now.
But we got one more day of first round upsets and dreams. I mean, Cinderella stories that can continue. So we're gonna see what happens there. But I will say this one more time. Hey, hookah man, you know who I'm talking to? We got the same ranking, and I ain't even talking no trash in the bracket challenge. I think we both right now currently sitting at the 9th seed. So all I'm gonna say is roll up.
That's what he get for coming on since I think I got the best bracket. Boy, you ain't watch a lick of college basketball all season.
I'm at the bottom, so.
Oh, it switched up.
Yeah, man, I went on a crazy cold streak.
Yeah, I think Jovan is at the top.
He is.
I think he's the number 1 seed,
and I'm right there at number 2 with Teddy.
Look at that, man. Look at that. I'm glad I ain't I'm glad I ain't paid a 5. That's all I'm gonna say.
Man, what?
Glad I ain't paid a 5 because I'd have been up. But if I had to put my money on anything, I would probably put my money on the Mavericks making the playoffs before the Pacers. Or would y'all say the Pacers over the Mavericks? So we got X. Who do you trust more to make the playoffs? Dave?
Between the two, I'm gonna go with the Mavericks. Yeah, some reason I trust the Mavericks a lot more. Tyrese Halliburton, even though he just ended a cold streak because he was shooting terribly from 3, like the last 5 or 6 games. I don't know. It just seems like the Mavs are getting hot right now. Kyrie Irving is starting to go off. We know Luka has been cooking all season. So I trust the Mavericks. I feel like they have a better shot. The Mavericks are of the two teams are the one team that recently has been in the playoffs. Also recently, they're the most recent to even get to the conference finals. So, and even though some of those defensive players are not there, they did make some moves to get some other guys to come in there and help out defensively. But I more so would trust the Mavericks more, simply because I just feel like they're the better team out of the two. So I would more so trust them. And I don't know. The Pacers just seem to be up and down. Like injuries get to them at the wrong time most of the times, and they just seem to get cold after a while. So I trust the Mavericks more.
like Joe always say, and that's where I had to get this title from. Shout out to you, Joe. If I had to put my money on it, currently right now they both are 6 seeds in their conferences, but banking on the competition that's around them, I'm gonna have to run with the Mavs as well, because right now in the East is so up and down. You got the Bulls fighting for a play, and you got the 76ers who they say Joel Embiid is coming back at some point. So that means they're going to get better going into the playoffs. I don't know if he's coming back for the playoffs, but they're up and down team right now trying to find their footing. Then you got Miami, who's not healthy right now. But if you all were healthy, I think you all would be sitting in that 6 seed because of, again, the up and downness with the Pacers and Tyrese. I think they say he was dealing with an injury, so that's why his game kind of declined just a little bit after the All-Star break. Or maybe it's just the fact that the chemistry on the team isn't there yet. You know, they did that big trade where they got how about to say Pedro Stojakovic. I don't even know what type of NBA 2K I'm playing. Who they get? What's my man from the Raptors?
Pascal Siakam.
There we go, Pascal. Thank you. Once they got him, so they probably still trying to find that chemistry. And we know they're not messing with the Knicks right now because Josh Hart can get you 30 rebounds and 10 points easy. Orlando Magic, Paulo, top 5. Is he top 5 yet, Carl?
What player? No.
Okay, I just wanted to hear you say it, but the Magic are a top 5 team in the East. And the Mavericks found their footing. They playing better defense. The offense is there. Everything is there right now. The Suns, they got to get healthy. Sacramento just lost to the Wizards. You know, that's just crazy because we thought they was going to light the beam. Not in DC. So, going with the Mavericks. So.
This is a clean sweep on the panel because I'm going with the Mavericks as well. All right, so I got the standings right in front of me. The Mavericks are 6 in the West, tied with Phoenix for 7th, 41-29. Phoenix, we all know we're barely going to see their big three play together. It's going to be Bradley Beal, or it's going to be KD, or it's going to be D-Book with an injury. We all know this. So I can't say because of the big three they'll outlast Dallas. And Luka's been on a tear. Luka's been on a crazy tear from what I've been seeing lately. So I think the Mavs will be fine there. Something that I saw on Twitter that was funny. Somebody said that this free trial for being a superstar has ran out for Tyrese Halliburton.
Yo.
Oh my God.
I thought that was so funny. But I'm looking at the Pacers. The Pacers are half a game in front of Miami. They are 2.5 games behind the Knicks. They are also tied. Oh, my bad. Philly and Miami is also tied. So they're half a game in front of Philly and Miami. Miami could definitely win to get in front of the Pacers. I think the Mavericks, man, with Luka and Kyrie and that offensive firepower, I just think it's going to be tough to get them out the playoffs. Now, we're just talking strictly playoffs, right? Like, we're not talking about making the play-in.
Yeah,
just playoffs.
Yeah, I think the Mavs. I think I trust the Mavs more. They don't got to tank this year. That's another reason. They don't have to tank. They don't got to tank. They all in. So
Tank.
Nah, the Dallas. Why you had to equate all in and talking about Dallas teams? Like that's still a sensitive space, bro.
It's very funny. I didn't even.
It's a bar without even saying a bar, man. Like,
I didn't think of that. But yeah, I got Dallas, bro. I trust Dallas more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
and that slump by Halliburton, by the way, getting out, I guess making the threes, it was the Pistons, bro. You damn a whole stocking that everybody cook us.
I know how you feel. When people you talking about the Wizards, I'm like, bro, you supposed to win that game.
Well, everybody but the Bulls cook, y'all.
And the Hornets. I think we actually swept the Hornets.
There you go.
Here we go.
See, look, neighbor, we're neighbors. We're waiting for the lottery to save us. But I think it's a clean sweep. Even Ty will have to agree with that. I mean, if Tyrese got back, if his subscription didn't run out, we probably would all be going with the Pacers. But right now, it looks like that subscription is gone, and now the Mavericks purchased it, and they bought the year-long subscription. They didn't even do the month-to-month. They said, we just going to buy it for the year, holler at us when the finals come, if they get to the finals. I'm 30% a fan, so Kev, you can go ahead and clip that up, because we know you like to save clips.
You was just 20%. Now you done moved up to 30%?
Yeah.
I forgot. Tomo did say something be making them move up. I forgot what he said, though.
Yeah, every time they look better. Every time they look better. Every time they make me look right about them being a dark horse, I gotta move up my percentage. Now, if they go on a losing streak and start tanking, it's gonna go down like the stock market. Sorry, but it's just showing y'all how you transition into being a fan of another team, not just jump on the bandwagon. You got to transition.
Hey, we gotta find our teams for the playoffs, Tomo, because we
Hey.
know our team ain't making it.
Hey, you see what I'm doing? I'm trying to hitch to another wagon, but right
Carl,
now
you already have your playoff team.
Oh yeah, I'm been
The
trolling
Nuggets.
AJ with him, of course.
the Nuggets, and that's a
You'll
good
see
thing
that.
because
And the
Lakers
Bucks.
might not make
That's
the
his
playoffs.
other playoff team. That's
Hey,
what I'm
Dame is my favorite player in the league, bruh. I'm sorry.
Nah, see, that was funny because Carl went to Milwaukee before the season even started. He said, "I know the Pistons gonna be trash," so he said it's game time.
Yeah,
Season ain't even start, man.
Tulsa Feel the Deer.
But hey, let's tell them about the shows on the network.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So the shows on the network that we have, R2Well is a network, not just a show. It is a network. You have two of the hosts of the shows on the show today, which is myself and Carl. Carl is the host of Carl Talking College, where he pretty much goes over college basketball and college football. He talks about pregame, postgame, all of that stuff. Anything that involves college, Carl pretty much talks about. So make sure you subscribe to that if you're a college fan. March Madness is getting crazy, so you know it's gonna be a lot more content now. So make sure you tune in to CTC, and then you got BWT Baseball with Teddy. He had a great interview with Xavier Scruggs the other day, last week. So make sure you tune into that. It was a really great show to get to know what Xavier Scruggs did in the minor leagues and when he went and played in Mexico and stuff like that. So you definitely want to tune into that. Then we got RBO, Real Ballers Only, with Vaughn, basically talking about everything that involves the NBA. He could be talking about the best team, the worst team, players that you don't really know about for real. I remember he had a segment about Jalen Johnson. He talked about Jaime Jaquez as well. So he talks about the players that not every platform is really going to talk about all the time. So he talks about those guys. So make sure you tune in to RBO if you want to know a lot about basketball. RBO is the place to go. Then we got In the Red Corner, which is the hottest show on the RTL network. It's about boxing with Fast Camp Tony, Ty, and Ricky. Those guys know exactly what they talk about, and they don't talk about boxing exhibitions, so don't ask them. Don't ask them about talking about exhibition because they're not going to do it. It's strictly boxing. They talk about a lot of things. I'm pretty sure they're going to talk about Canelo Alvarez and Jaime. And then Canelo asking for 152 to 200 million just to fight David Benavidez when his highest payday was only 45 million. So there you go with that.
Inflation.
So make sure you tune into In the Red Corner. I believe they will be going live Sunday at 7 p.m. I believe that could be correct. If I'm wrong, they'll correct me. Then you got Kings Talk with Joe. It's all about the Sacramento Kings, so make sure you tune into that. He could be talking about your team if the Kings playing against them. So you definitely want to talk. You definitely want to see what he has to say about that. But he also has a really good basketball mind. So make sure you tune in to Kings Talk. Then you got Dave's Doghouse. You know, I pretty much talk about the low lights and the highlights of anyone that's involved in sports. It could be a player, it could be an analyst, it could be a reporter, it could be an owner, it could be a GM, it could be Dak Prescott's mom. It don't matter who it is.
Whoa. Rest in peace. Dak Prescott's brother. Let me help you because they're gonna kill you on YouTube.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, his mom's
I think
passed
he did
away.
lose his mom's.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My apologies.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott's brother.
There you go.
CD's mom. That's what I meant to say. It's CD Lamb's mom.
There you go.
That's what I meant to say.
She said Dak ain't it.
There you go. That's what I meant to say.
Dak
CD Lamb's mom.
It's a running back.
I mean, and he said it in his Mark voice, but go ahead.
That's true. That's true. So my show pretty much talks about every sport. Hockey has not been implemented yet, but it will soon. And then you got FFC, Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs. It's not just fantasy football talk, it's football talk. So if you want to tune into anything that involves the NFL anything pre-draft, free agency, and then how it'll affect teams fantasy wise. Tune in to FFC. He is one of the reasons why the last 2 Super Bowl champions um in our fantasy football league actually won. So make sure you tune into FFC. And Tomo, back to you.
Yeah, man. I'm glad we a unit up here because you about to get put in the doghouse, man. I had to
Man,
say,
what you
bro.
about to be in your
Whew.
own?
Look, I knew it was someone's mom. I just forgot that it was CD's mom. So
One thing I'm gonna say is
definitely my apologies to about Dak's mom.
yeah, and we just want to say Dave going through a lot right now. You know, he not used to the 49ers getting all this off-season publicity. You know, that's a Dallas thing. That's a
2
Dallas
years
thing.
ago?
I am used to this.
Yeah.
I am
right.
used to
You
this.
are
I'm
right.
about to say what?
You are
I'm
right. I
used to
mean, I'm
this.
just saying. You right. Y'all right. When you right, you right. You got to say it. But it's normally the Cowboys that want to take over the media right now. Because technically, I think we in a fight for it right now. Because that's why they're not doing nothing in free agency. They said, watch, they talk about us every day because we ain't signed nobody. It's an evil ploy. It's an evil world we live in. But being faithful. We all are faithful to our teams. You know, we faithful to our barbers. You know, if you're in a Call of Duty chat, you faithful to the Call of Duty members that you go out there and fight with. If you're in the army, shout out to you for your services. Salute to you for your services. You faithful to your brothers, you know, or if you in a sorority or fraternity, you know, your line sisters and line brothers, you faithful to it. But the 49ers, they call them the faithful. How faithful are they? Because they keep throwing their players out there like, if you can find somebody better, try it. But we also value you so high here that we're gonna say, like, look, we want to marry you. But if you want to go out there and get your one last shot with someone else, we gonna see if you can. They did it with Debo. They're doing it again with Brandon Ayuk. I know I started with you on the last one, Dave, but we gonna take it away first because we know what you're gonna say. Will Brandon Ayuk be a 49er in week 1, Carl?
I have a tough time with this one because if we all remember the Debo situation, Debo was playing. Oh, Debo's not going to be a 49er. He's quote unquote in the club. When somebody asked him if he's going to be a 49er, he was shaking his head no, and yada, yada, yada. Turns out that same offseason, with a month later, he signed a big extension. So I'm going to say he's going to be a 49er. I think the 49ers are just seeing what they can get for Brad. Then, yeah, I mean, the Jags offered a pretty solid. I think they just didn't want to give up the 17th pick, right? But it was a pretty solid deal that they offered, and the 49ers turned it down. I don't know if they're going to get much better than what the Jags offered. So I think they just testing it, saying, hey, why not? Let's see his value. And if his value is what he says it is, we'll give it to him. But if it's not, you're going to have to come down off that number a little bit. But I think Ayuk's a 49er. Now, I would love the Baltimore Ravens to throw their hat in that ring. You know, show me you don't hate Lamar. Like, I'm starting to think you hate Lamar because Michael Gallup is not it.
Hey, hold up, bro. You right.
I'm about to say, Michael Gallup is not it.
Hey, Donnell, 199 Super Chat kind of agrees with what you're saying. Cowboys catfishing again. Michael Gallup, ex-Cowboy, man, he catfishing has been like a number 2 or number 3 receiver. We gonna see.
Bro, this is not what I mean by get Lamar weapons. Oh, I got Michael Gallup. No, it's not what we talking about.
He got to make his receivers better.
You can get that troll up out of here. I do think Ayuk will be a 49er, though. I think it's just the regular off-season drama. Somebody wants to get paid. Team doesn't want to pay that number. The player is now disgruntled. Got a couple trade offers. And now people are taking out of proportion. I think Ayuk is a 49er start the next year.
For me, right? You see a guy go out there, what he had 4 seasons with the 49ers. You can correct me on this if I'm wrong, Dave, but you know, almost like 4,000 yards, 27 touchdowns, 75 catches. I mean, when I came on here one episode, I said he had like 100 and something catches. I mean, he had like 4 catches and he had like 40 yards, 4,000 yards with 4 catches. And y'all was like, hold up, Tom, what you been? I was over there. I was partying with the hookah. That's all I was going to say.
72 catches for 1,400 yards.
There we go.
Last season.
So look at that. Do I like the way the 49ers go about dealing with their free agents? Yes. because the team that I deal with, they would have did a whole smear campaign saying that Ayuk don't like to run routes or he take plays off, and then they would have tried to sign him then they would have signed him for the max deal. After talking bad about the guy, you sign him for a max deal. 49ers do it different. They say, hey, we're looking at signing him back, but if you want him, this is what we want for him. You got a first round pick. We want to make sure it's a high first round pick. Don't come down here with the teams that was like the Lions and the Ravens. Sorry, Carl, but all these teams that did deep runs in the playoffs. I don't want no 20 something. I want 17 and up or 15 and up, because that's what we think of this player. Do I think he's gonna be on the 49ers next year? Unless the Steelers come with something crazy, astronomical. Yeah, he's gonna be a 49er next year, because I think the Steelers are really trying to get him. Another few teams that I could think of, if you really want this player, I would have said the Cardinals, but they got the 4th pick, and they're gonna go after a younger receiver. Why would you trade the 4th pick for an older receiver? I mean, he is a veteran, but hold up, what we got? I only got to hit the button. Hold up. Chill, Carl. Shout out to Tay with the 199 super chat. Chill, Carl. I'm trying out for y'all.
I just wonder who's who number one fan.
And Brandon Ayuk ain't that old. Brandon he only been in the league for like 4 years.
I think he's like 26.
Yeah, he's still a young receiver.
But Marvin Harrison.
Oh, I mean, for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but when
I think Davis is more so defending the second part of your statement.
Yeah,
a younger receiver.
You said old vet. Old. He not old.
Okay, I see what y'all saying. When you think old vet, you think Brandon Graham. I got you. I stand corrected again. There you go.
That's a grandpa vet. That's what that is.
That's AARP.
Man. So, okay. But you got teams like the Panthers who could make a trade for him. That would make sense because their receiving core was bad, and now you just got Deontay Johnson. You wanted Mike Williams. You're trying to give Bryce Young some more weapons. You see what happened with C.J. Stroud when he got a great receiving core. I mean, a good receiving core around him. They made the playoffs. Chargers, you just lost Keenan Allen. You just lost Mike Williams. I mean, they do say Herbert is a top 10 quarterback. Can he be a top 10 quarterback if you go get him a Brandon Ayuk? He don't got to lead the state. He's just going down there. And the Pets. That's another team I can see that should be throwing their hat out there, but no one's making serious offers because they seem like they don't want that bargain price to be too high. But I'm still on the phone making some type of deal if I can. But like I said, my answer is he will be a 49er unless one of these teams come out of nowhere and say, "Here you go." I can't see them turning that down. I see John Lynch and them making a great deal. So
Panthers can't throw their head in the ring. They don't got no picks.
Never mind then, because they want something this year. They don't want nothing for the future. So you're right.
Mm-hmm. Panthers, they got no picks. Yes, he will be a 49er on week 1. This has happened multiple times. It happened with Debo. Even if you think about Jimmy Garoppolo, it happened with Jimmy Garoppolo when he was there. After we drafted Trey Lance. You know, teams were trying to see if he wanted to go somewhere, but he ended up staying and came back on another 1-year deal. It wasn't until last year where he actually signed to the Raiders where, you know, he actually was gone. It happened. There was a little bit of controversy with Nick Bosa, but you know, no teams that actually tried to trade for him, but we didn't know if he was going to play or not, nothing like that, and we ended up giving him a big contract anyway. It's the same thing that happened with Debo. It's the same thing that's happening now. It's really not that different. Some teams are going to be asking for him, but unless you give John Lynch something he can't refuse, Brandon Ayuk will be a 49er. Now, I know the offer didn't seem like a lot, but that just lets you know that they want more than what was offered. Because the Jaguars offered Zay Jones and a 17 overall pick. And they were like, nah. So if they saying no to that, then they're gonna say no to just about anybody. I mean, the Steelers have that, but what else do they have? They have a first round pick, but what else do they have to give us other than the first round pick? Deontay Johnson is gone, so don't have that. They're not going to give us George Pickens, so they're more likely that's not going to happen. So. And plus, like Joe said, it's a lot of receivers in the draft. So why would you trade for Brandon Ayuk, we can get a young receiver in the draft. You got Awuzie from Washington. You got Malik Neighbors. You got Marvin Harrison Jr. You got it's even some lower tier guys that you can get as well that'll be serviceable. So,
Hey, you forgetting the name, brother.
of course, Keon Coleman as well.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
You on the Dallas, man.
Keon
you
Coleman.
relax.
Keon Coleman
That's
as
his
well.
cousin, man. It's the man cousin.
And so it's there's plenty of options you can get in the draft other than trading for Brandon Ayuk and having to give away your first round pick. So because you can use that first round pick to get a receiver. So I don't see him going anywhere.
Yeah, I agree, man. Especially like y'all said, man, with the receiver depth, it's so many guys in this draft, bro. Like, man, Xavier Leggett, which some people might have him going second, maybe second round. hey, I want it. Feed me Keon Coleman, bro. Tomo, don't make that face. I saw that.
I about to say, where's CD Mama at? Because she gonna let y'all know if Keon coming or not. That's that man cousin. I'm just telling y'all.
You got Troy Franklin in the draft.
Telling y'all.
I think Luther Burden is in the draft. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but yeah, you got some guys in this draft, man. Malachi Corley, Ricky Pearsall, guys in this draft that could come in and make some things happen. So I kind of lean on the lines of Joe, where I wouldn't trade for a receiver, but if you want to bring in a vet to like help these young guys that you draft, I'm not mad at that, which is why I want a vet receiver to help Keon Coleman navigate through the seasons of an NFL season.
Odell.
Bruh, he's gone.
He can come back. Yeah, Tyler Boyd.
He wrote a farewell letter. It's over, brother.
Yeah,
he's not going back.
Tyler Boyd.
I would love Tyler Boyd.
I think
I've been a huge fan of Tyler Boyd since Pitt. When him and James Conner were on the same Pitt team. I love Tyler Boyd. They got Nate Peterman in the draft. They got him to keep finessing teams to pay him to be a backup quarterback. So I love Tyler Boyd. But I agree, man. I wouldn't trade for Ayuk if I got a good enough pick to get one of these young guys. But if I could try to get Ayuk for the lowest, the 49ers ain't doing, then why not?
Yeah, this is a bad year for front office to be trying to play chicken with any wide receiver, because one, the draft, two, look at the free agency pool, because there's a lot of great vets out there that can help serviceable wide receivers that are out there. From the 49ers, I could see why you're trying to play this game, because you may catch a dummy. You never know. You may catch somebody who's just like, let's throw this out here, and if they bite, then they bite. Or at the end of the day, they just sign him back. It's not like Ayuk is trash. He is a good receiver. So at the end of the day, it's a win-win for the 49ers, and I think it's a win-win for him, because I don't think he wants to go anywhere else. He just made it to the NFC Championship the year before. You made it to the Super Bowl last year. You definitely see that you got a quarterback that's going to look for you on all the plays. So, I mean, it's home. Outside of the taxes, I don't see why you would want to leave the 49ers.
Yeah, taxes are crazy. I would certainly leave because of the taxes.
Said Timu Tom Brady.
Yo.
I didn't make that up, by the way. I did not make that up.
That's what they thought. That's what Mac Jones did.
Timu Tom Brady. That's so hilarious, though.
So then what is Mac Jones?
Nothing.
I told you, Teddy, I'm going to keep taking shots. Thought I was going to let you slide. No. Let's talk about some of these chats that we got going on, man. The IG chats. We expanded the chats. For now, I say we have, just like Tyler, I would say Tyler Hansborough. Why am I thinking of everybody? Why am I getting everybody's name wrong?
It's March. Tyler Hansborough is March.
Man. Anyway, like Tyrese Halliburton, we have a limited subscription going on. You can join all of the IG chats outside of the NBA and the NFL chat for free, because we have extended our chats. We have UFC, we have football, as Joe would say. We have NCAA college basketball, that both men's and women's. Chat jumping like you listen to Amigos, you know where I was going with that. We got baseball, we got hockey. And Tay said he the hockey host, so you better make sure you're in the hockey chat. We got, like I said, NFL, NBA. The VIP chat, Refuse to Lose. We got NFL football. It's gonna start picking up. Come on, dog. We getting dogs, dog. Colorado. Then we got the boxing chat. I said UFC. I got to say it twice because Fast Camp does not like the UFC. So we separated that chat. So now I have a chat specifically for all UFC fans. In there, you get the latest news and updates. You actually get to build companionship as well, because if you noticed in all of the chats, they either have rivals in each chats or they have friends in each chats. I told y'all earlier, if y'all was tuned in earlier, me and Carl beef in almost every other chat except for NBA and NFL.
It's just college sports.
That's true. But at the end of the day, the Turks gonna find a way to get better someday if you take that hat off. But if you want to be a part of these chats, you need to become a member. They're free for now. I don't know when the subscription gonna be up. You may have 90 days. You gotta let us know. But to become a member, you click the link in the description below, because we have extra perks outside of just the chats. Let me scroll down and tell you about these chats and tell you about these memberships, because we got 3 levels. We have the pro level for $2.99, we have the all-star level for $4.99, and then we have the superstar level for $9.99. And in the pro level, you get loyalty badges next to your name in the comments. I will see a chip. I go to 7-Eleven, I buy chips all the time. So I don't know what you mean by that. I watched the Dynasty. Y'all won't see no more chips. You better save that before Apple gets it off of here, because your Super Bowl runs are gonna be like the Cowboys in a minute. Yours just might be in 4K. Yeah. All right. You get priority comments. You see, Teddy just popped up saying I would never see a chip. You get to join one sports chat, but like we said, we have a limited offer going out right now where you can join all of the chats outside of 3. Actually, I meant to say 3: the parlay chat, the refuse to lose chat, NBA/NFL. I had to do that because I had my numbers off. But for $4.99, you get the same perks from the pro level. You get the members only videos. Again, you get to join the multiple chats. But again, if you listen earlier, make sure you listen earlier, because I told you that we're offering them for free for now. And then you get to request a topical segment. Nominee segments are your done son, like the Patriots Dynasty. Not so average top 5, like their quarterbacks. And then in the doghouse, like they did Bill Belichick. There you go. That's an example of all three segments. And you get to request a topic like, will the Cowboys ever win the Super Bowl again? See, I can fight back. Or you can go with the superstar level. You get the all-star level. Superstar level, you get the same perks from the all-star and the pro level, but for $9.99, you get to be in the VIP chats. You got to put an S on that, because we got the R2L chat that's on Instagram and X, but also the parlay chat. And if you was watching yesterday, Vaughn started the parlay chat, but he told y'all that's where the money at, where the money resides. They've been winning tickets in there. Make sure that if you do win and you don't post a ticket, don't come in the parlay chat telling us, man, I meant to post this. We don't want to see that. We want to see the ticket before you win, so we can get in on this. It's a party. Just like the house, we built our own house, because the house always wins. But when you outside the house, you got to get together so you can run up in the house, get the money, give me the loot anyway. Join multiple chats as well. You get to be a guest on the show. Awards and plaques to the top performers. That's based upon the numbers that your episode do. And you get member shout outs. And my manager is texting me right now, so I must have said something wrong. Okay, yep. Yeah, I said it right. Thank you. Parlay chat is for the superstar members. Shout outs. And that's how you do it. Click the link below. One more thing I want to add to. The topics and segments are for all the shows on the network, not just the Refuse to Lose. It's all the shows on the network. Boom.
So you can request a topic: will Maryland ever get above the top 10 in the Big Ten again?
Wow.
I thought we was cool.
It's college sports, my brother.
I thought we was cool. Why would you do this on air? Why would you do this on air? Why would you do this on air? We talking about Teddy and the Patriots right now, and you just gonna do this on air?
I'm taking my shots, my boy.
That's
college
what
only.
saying, man. We supposed to be brothers.
Hey, that's in the NBA, bro. We neighbors in the NBA. We're competing against each other, but when it comes to everybody else, you can't mess with my neighbor.
Hold on. Oh, so you said you invited to Boston for the duck boat tour. Don't try to throw me in the water like the Boston Tea Party. Nah, don't do that one. Oh, Teddy gonna turn up in the chest, man. I gotta be ready. It's a long day. It's Friday. Let's get up out of here. Before we get out of here, though, miles high above the competition. So you already know where we're going with this. Who is the best team in the West that could beat the Nuggets? Oh, he got a call from the manager. See? Fix that right quick. And when he come back, see, just like that, he's back. See? What happened when you talk about my Terps. But
wow.
Hey, he didn't just do a switch, bro.
Wow. Wow. Can't believe that happened.
How did you? Never mind. Never mind. I'm gonna just make my pick right now. One of the best teams I think that can probably potentially beat the Nuggets. One is the Nuggets because they can only beat themselves. But if another team wants to step up and step up to the challenge, I think the Clippers got a shot. They have a shot if James Harden isn't trying to block his own players' shots. But
in the West. You are not in the West.
My man just beat the Nuggets and went crazy. They're not going to be there, buddy.
we better hope so.
I do.
Shout out to down there with the 199 super chat. See, Carl, just like that, we back beefing.
Worm, this beef was originally from you. I had no smoke for y'all until that one day when we played y'all and you said y'all was going to spank us. And we proceeded to do what we always do, spank y'all in college basketball. I had no beef. That's where the beef originates from. You think I let it die since then? No.
Hey, this is what we're going to do right quick because these are some funny comments. Hold on. So we're just going to make our picks right quick and we're going to address some of these comments because this is getting good. But I got either the Clippers or the Timberwolves. I would say OKC, but they're still young. And we know what the Nuggets are going to do to a young team. They're going to find their footing in a 7-game series, and then it's probably be like a gentleman's sweep. So I'm going to go with the veteran factor here, and I'm going to say the Clippers have the best chance. I'm going to go with the Clippers. Dave?
Yeah, I wasn't thinking the Clippers. I'm more so thinking I think it's going to take a team to catch them by surprise. So I'm thinking more so Minnesota or OKC. I think one of those two teams will be able to knock them out. I don't know if anyone else will. I don't think the Lakers can. I don't think the Warriors have enough right now. The Clippers, I don't know. For some reason, it just seems like they just never can. They can never get it together. For some reason, I don't see it. But I think the Timberwolves or the Thunder have the best chance. The Mavericks do give them some challenges as well.
Let me change my pick. I'm going with the Mavs. I'm tripping. 30% fan. Mavs.
I was going to bring it up.
The Mavs give them some issues. I'm not sure why, but the Mavs definitely give them some issues. But
Ramadan Kyrie. That's why.
That's a dangerous Kyrie too. That's a dangerous Kyrie.
He gave you 40 on an empty stomach.
Bro, hoodie Kyrie, not hoodie Kyrie, untucked jersey Kyrie, now Ramadan Kyrie, bro. We gotta relax.
Bro, he gives you 40 on an empty stomach. That's not
relax.
Hey, my man said, just believe, and you can do whatever you can to make it win. So yes, to me, like J-Mo said, I wish Cat was still there because I would more so lean towards Minnesota. But for me, it's between those three. It's between the Mavs, Minnesota, and OKC. I think I don't know. The Clip. I would like to say the Clippers, but for some reason I just don't see it happening. For some reason,
you don't trust them.
Yeah, I just don't trust them. It always feels like some injury is going to happen or some mistake happens when it comes to the Clippers. That's the biggest thing for me. The only thing about the Mavericks is will they play defense at the right time when it comes to playing against the Nuggets. OKC is young, but they got more than enough to be able to compete. And Minnesota's just missing Cat. So I honestly don't think any team can beat it. I think they're going to go all the way back to the finals. I really believe so. I don't think any team's going to be able to get them, but I think if there was a chance, it's between the three that I named.
Carl.
That's on me.
You.
All right. So my pick was the T-Wolves. T-Wolves played them actually really close last year. Well, not close, but because it was 4-1, but they actually played them pretty well last year. And man got that year of experience under his belt. I was going to say the Clippers, but like Dave said, my biggest issue with the Clippers is, bro, an injury is bound to happen. I hate to say it because injuries suck and I hate injuries, but it just seemed like that's what is always handicapping the Clippers. We saw Kawhi go for 38 game one against Phoenix and never play again because of an injury. Like, and I didn't even remember seeing something that was bad to warrant Kawhi getting hurt. He balled, finished the game, and then the next thing we know, he's out 4 straight for some injury I don't even remember seeing.
I think it was like lingering back pains or something like that.
I just can't go with the Clippers for that reason alone. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna go with the T-Wolves, man. I thought I saw something about Cat maybe back prior to the Western Conference Finals. I have to look and see if that's true or not, but I do feel y'all with Cat being gone, it does make it harder. But I think Gobert can help in that instance. Having Gobert helps in that instance, and then with Naz Reid stepping up. We all knew he was an X factor. Well, not we all, because some people didn't, and I'm gonna give Vaughn his credit for the people that didn't know. But Naz Reid is a really skilled big man from LSU. They call him Big Jelly. Him stepping up is huge. But I think with Jaden? I always get confused which one's in Minnesota.
Jaden McDaniels.
I think it's Jaden McDaniels, the one in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
He's a really good perimeter defender. You got Monte Morris as the backup point guard, which is good to run the offense. I think Nickeil Alexander-Walker needs more shots, but that's just me. SGA cousin, by the way, for those that don't know. Mike Conley, always a veteran presence who's going to be there, and Ant-Man has just been phenomenal since Cat's been gone. I think they can have a chance to beat the Nuggets, but y'all know I'm rooting for the Nuggets to come out the West. So really, my answer is nobody. Nobody.
You got the hat on.
Nobody's beating the Nuggets to come out the West. But for the sake of the question, I'm gonna go with the T-Wolves.
Yeah, that's Jaden McDaniels. You was right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you said T-Wolves. I'm going with my 30% Mavs. And Dave, you said
if I got to pick between the three, I'm gonna pick Minnesota.
Okay, which is cool because I think Ant probably heard that message from Carmelo saying that, bro, this is your time to be the face of the league. Like, take it more serious, and he's been playing like it. Like,
yeah, because OKC got nothing for Jokic. They got nothing for Jokic.
Shadow be good like one day when he gets a little bigger, but he's too little for Jokic.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be able to. He ain't got no bricks in his pocket.
I ain't
And another reason, my fault, to pick the T-Wolves, because if the standings stay like they are, they won't play until the second round. So the conference semifinals, Cat could possibly be back by then. Now you don't want to rush him back. It would have to be strictly on how therapy goes and if he's ahead of schedule. But he could possibly be back for that series.
Man, what'd you say? Ant-Man going to
burn out by game 3. Kev, do you want to bet on that?
Kev, do you not know who Ant-Man is?
Now I know how you feel, Dave. Come on, Kev.
Do you want to bet on that, Kev?
When I become a fan of the team, you start rivalry, man.
Because I don't think you paid attention to Ant-Man all season to say that. You couldn't have. He a totally different animal. Ant-Man played on Team USA, and he was in the playoffs last year. He gonna be a different animal this year.
Hey, he's not gonna be an ant. He's gonna be Ant-Man. You seen the movie? But let's get out of here, man. Kev, always gotta start something. Stone ass.
Always.
Stone ass, you get a fan.
You see, he started with the Commanders and
That's not starting the rivalry, though.
Yeah, he been.
But what I'm saying is, he's trying to put it out there that Caleb Williams is not going to be what everybody think he is.
With them, though, right? Or he's saying period?
No, I think he's saying with. No, I think he said. With
I thought he was always saying with the Commanders.
Yeah.
I think he gonna let that go if he goes somewhere else. If he's saying period, I don't know. I've seen players go to different teams, and like some people say Kawhi Leonard on the Wizards would have turned into Kawhi Leonard. I don't think so. Kawhi Leonard needed to be with the Spurs because other than that, Kawhi Leonard would have been Otto Porter.
Chill out, bro.
What?
Come on, Otto. Oh my lord.
What? It's true. He's not the worst Marvel hero ever. It's his opinion.
Crazy.
Okay, that's your opinion. I'm gonna let you rock with that one, but nah.
Hold up.
Let's get this last super chat out the way.
Disrespectful. Shout out to Donnell, 499 Super Chat, superstar member, by the way.
See, now
Carl and Tomo shouldn't be allowed to speak basketball. Hashtag bottom of the barrel. Hashtag Detroit. But aren't you a Spurs?
He's right there with us. Yes, you're about to say exactly what I'm about to say. He's right there with us. Yes.
Hashtag Wiz need restructure organization. Hashtag I don't care what you say, Carl. Why you put Carl in caps though?
Y'all know me and Worm had beef, and then the way that I don't want to say it because it's going to seem like a shot at Tomo when it's really not. But the beef really died down when the Cowboys lost to the Packers. He's like, I don't got beef with you no more. But that don't stop me from having beef with Maryland and college sports, bro. Sorry, not sorry.
Chargers just signed Christian Fulton.
Oh, nice little cornerback.
And don't they got like a generational talent player on the Spurs? Like
Man,
it's your pitcher. Why are you down here with us? I got Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma.
Hey, we only like 3 games behind them.
That's what I'm saying. He was the first team to be eliminated. What y'all tanking for? His teammate? Like, what's going on, bro? Y'all should be better than this. I see what Worm did. He tried to bring the unity back together because he tried to go at both of us. But bro, the Spurs ain't no better. And you better hope they be better next year, because other than that, you're gonna be looking for another coach. Y'all so bad, Pop don't even know if he want to come back. Like the league gave him Wemby to be like, all right, could you stay around a little longer, Pop?
Oh my god!
And
bro.
they still trash.
We were 5th pick, and I think we had the worst record in the league. Like, brother,
we was one ping pong ball away from getting Wemby, and the league said, nah, we need Pop more than the Wizards. And look what y'all doing. This the thanks they get?
Patrick Ewing all over again.
Minus the sweat. Doing all them little tricks and stuff like, ooh, look at this 7-footer do the sham guard. They won 15 games. Like, I might as well go ahead and trade for Jordan Poole, man, make it a whole new circle. Go ahead.
Hey, he's almost stupid. He's trying to gaslight him into taking Jordan Poole.
Oh, man. The Kings wanted Kuzma so bad they keep losing to him. I don't know what's going on.
Dang, I don't know either. But
Get these last words.
Let's get those last words. Last words in. I will be posting my reels today, Tomo. I'm apologizing now before it comes out, but you will see a Dallas Cowboy reel today, and it's not a good one. So
they ain't been good since free agent. They ain't been good since the Packers game. So go ahead.
That's true. It will be a couple of college reels as well. So just tune in for that. They already posted on my YouTube page, but I'll be sending them out like right after the show. Great show today, fellas. Definitely glad to be able to do the show with y'all today. Make sure y'all have a good day, Carl. Ice up, son. Let's just have a good day. Hey, second day around the 64. Let's get it.
2 hours away.
15 and 54, 12 and 58, 12 and 57. And we don't need to talk basketball. We should be talking basketball because we so bad. We watching everybody else play good basketball. So we should be the ones talking it. And that goes for the people in the comments too that be like, ain't you a Kings fan or ain't you a Wizards fan? Yes, I know what bad basketball looks like, so I can tell you what good basketball is because I watch bad basketball all season. And shout out to Joe, man. Let's get this hold up.
We on last words, but I guess we got a question.
Put these teams in order. Best chance to make the finals if the Nuggets didn't exist. Lakers, Kings, and Mavs. Hashtag like the beam. Hashtag R2L.
Y'all gonna kill my first pick.
All right, I'm gonna use this for my last words.
What you gonna say? The Kings?
No.
If the Nuggets didn't exist,
the Lakers.
Yeah.
If the Nuggets didn't exist,
yeah.
Best chance to make the finals?
The Lakers?
Out of those 3 teams, yeah, the Lakers.
Ooh. I'm surprised we agree, Carl.
Oh, cool. All right, bet.
Because that's when I saw it, that's what I thought too. The Lakers, because I mean the Kings does have their number.
The Kings might be last. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Light the beam. Light the beam.
I rock with the Kings. I rock with Mike Brown, coach. He bringing it, y'all, bro. But I'm sorry, bro. I think I might have to go with the Mavs. Second.
I'm going with the way it's put. Lakers, Kings, Mavs.
Whoa.
All right, 30%er.
That's insane. Because of LeBron's greatness, I would say the Lakers, Mavs, Kings. There
So
we
me and
go.
Tomo agree.
Yeah. What's up, neighbor?
You already
I
know.
might need to say the Spurs, but why would you start that rivalry, bro? Like you ain't been nowhere all year, and he dropped a
Man, to come out
$4.99
of
to talk
nowhere
trash.
and coming at both of us. Like what?
We had 8 super chats today.
Shout out. But
We
yeah,
found out everybody getting paid.
man. But last words, Carl.
Hey man, UNC ducking no smoke. Let me. I'm gonna have to do this all camera. You don't want to see what's under that hat.
You have a mirror.
We ducking no smoke, UNC. We ducking no smoke. We can actually beat those guys now. You know what I'm saying? Armando Baycott, you gonna get that Tolu Smith treatment. I hope you're ready for it, brother. But round of 64 starts in 2 hours. Kicks off with FAU Northwestern. I'm excited for another tournament day. I hate being injured, but hey, I got injured at the right time because all I've been doing is being in bed. I can't do nothing else. So I just be in bed watching the game. So should be another fun-filled round of 64. I do have a couple upsets picked. If you watch CTC, then you know. Which, by the way, if you haven't subscribed to Carl Talking College, please do so. Please check in a couple shows. You know what I'm saying? I'm just asking you to give me a chance. You listen. If you like what you're listening to, just stick with me. If not, then you're free to move along, find somewhere else to get your college information. Pistons play the Celtics tonight. Teddy, do not bother me with that nonsense. You know I do not care, and I will not be watching. So, you know, whatever you got to say, keep it to yourself. Finally, Ravens, please, Lord, do not sign Michael Gallup. And this is not because I think he's trash, because I think he's actually a really good 50-50 ball. I don't know what happened last year. I
Coming
don't
off
know
the
if
ACL,
age,
bro.
I don't know if
he
we just lost it. I don't care. Don't want him in Baltimore. This is not what we asked for in Baltimore. We asked for weapons, and we keep getting slingshots. We get miniature baseball bats. I want a weapon, please.
I was gonna say last year he wasn't coming off the ACL. It was the year prior to, but it was more so a confidence thing. I think he get his confidence back. He's a good wide receiver. I understand where you're coming from, though. It's saying like if this is our big name wide receiver, no, but he's a good piece.
No, I'm sorry. I in years past, I would take a Michael Gallup. But at this point, I just want the Ravens to show Lamar that you actually like him. Okay, cool, you paid him. But at this point, I'm saying you paid him because Twitter was on y'all butt. Show me that y'all actually care about your quarterback.
So you saying he made Carl? Just coming from
That's
Jeff.
not what I'm saying. I'm saying this is not what I want. And they don't be twisting my words. That's not what I said.
He's 1,000-yard receiver.
And that was not last year.
I'm just saying it's possible.
I don't even know if that was 2 years ago. That
It's
was not a fact.
possible.
That's when he was a second option.
See,
He's
I
not gonna get a
mean,
second option.
AJ Brown was 1,000-yard receiver too.
Relax, I know where you're going with this.
I'm just saying it can happen again.
Tomo, I want no
It
parts.
can happen again. That's
I want
all
no
I'm
parts.
saying. Speaking of that, let's get out of here before I say something. But I do got one more thing to say. I said it on the phone. I gotta bring it to the airways. Netflix. You got the show quarterback. Now you're doing wide receivers. It's wide receivers. You all have. Let me make sure I got it. It's Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson, Debo, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. But you also added a tight end, George Kittle. If you wanted a wide receiver that can be a tight end, you should have called Philadelphia.
I saw the shot coming.
Slingshot's not mid if you got a rock in it.
Joe keep trying to twist my
They
words.
could break
I
windows.
won't let you manipulate what I'm saying.
That's facts.
So just be the rock to the slingshots. Lamar, that's all he's saying.
Well, that's our show today. Until next time, have a great day, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace again.
I guess I gotta go back.
Peace one more time.
I got
Peace out.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.